In the realm of the supernatural, few entities are as feared and dreaded as the vengeful spirit of Bloody Mary. Tales of her existence have echoed through generations, perpetuating a legacy of terror and cautionary warnings. Encounters with Bloody Mary are not for the faint of heart, for they delve into the darkest recesses of the human psyche and expose the fragility of our mortal existence. According to legend, Bloody Mary is a malevolent spirit trapped between the realms of the living and the dead. Said to haunt mirrors, she is believed to be a vengeful entity seeking retribution for past wrongs. The origins of the Bloody Mary myth are indeed enigmatic, as different cultures and regions have contributed their own unique versions of the tale. While the specifics may vary, a common thread weaves through the narratives, centered around a character named Mary and her unfortunate fate. In one prevalent version, the story revolves around a young woman named Mary. She is portrayed as an innocent and virtuous individual, living in a bygone era when societal norms and superstitions held great sway. Tragically, Mary becomes entangled in a series of events beyond her control, leading to her untimely demise. This could be due to betrayal, an unjust accusation, or even a forbidden love affair. In this variation, Mary's spirit is believed to seek justice for the injustice that befell her, forever trapped between the realms of the living and the dead. Another variant of the myth introduces Mary as a witch, adding an element of dark magic and the supernatural. This version depicts Mary as a practitioner of the occult, delving into forbidden rituals and dabbling in the dark arts. Her thirst for power and her misuse of magic ultimately lead to her downfall. Some renditions describe a brutal end for the witch, with tales of execution or a violent mob seeking to purge their community of her perceived evil. The intertwining of these two narratives creates a multifaceted myth surrounding the figure of Bloody Mary. The tragic young woman and the malevolent witch both contribute to the haunting nature of the legend. The stories serve as cautionary tales, warning of the consequences of unjust actions, the dangers of dabbling in the supernatural, or the potential for revenge from beyond the grave. The legend of Bloody Mary gained prominence and entered the realm of modern urban folklore through the eerie ritual known as summoning Bloody Mary. This ritual, often performed by the brave or the curious, is believed to bridge the gap between the physical world and the ethereal realm inhabited by the vengeful spirit. The summoning typically takes place in a dimly lit room, enhancing the atmosphere of mystery and anticipation. A mirror, the supposed gateway to the spirit realm, becomes the focal point of the ritual. With trepidation, participants stand before the mirror, gazing at their own reflection, preparing to summon the vengeful entity. In hushed whispers, the name, Bloody Mary, is repeated a certain number of times, varying from 3 to 13, depending on the version of the ritual. Each utterance of the name is imbued with a mix of fear and anticipation, as participants hope to witness the manifestation of the supernatural. As the repetitions continue, witnesses claim to experience an unsettling shift in the ambiance of the room. A sense of unease permeates the air, and the boundaries between reality and the supernatural realm blur. Some report feeling a chilling breeze or catching fleeting glimpses of movement in the corner of their eyes. If the ritual is successful, the vengeful spirit of Bloody Mary is said to materialize within the mirror. Witnesses describe a grotesque and wrathful specter, with disheveled hair, pallid skin, and bloodshot eyes. The spirit's presence is often accompanied by a chilling atmosphere, as the temperature in the room may plummet and an overwhelming feeling of dread washes over those present. Encounters with Bloody Mary are said to be among the most unsettling and haunting experiences one can endure. Witnesses who have summoned her presence describe a series of supernatural occurrences that unfold, leaving them in a state of profound terror and distress. As the summoning ritual progresses, an atmosphere of unease pervades the room. Witnesses often report a sudden drop in temperature, even in well-heated spaces, as an icy chill settles in the air. It is as if a malevolent presence has infiltrated the surroundings, casting a dark shadow over the room and those within it. As the participants gaze into the mirror, repeating the name, Bloody Mary, with trepidation, the anticipation becomes palpable. The mirror, once a reflection of the summoner's own visage, transforms before their very eyes.
The glass becomes murky, swirling with dark energies, as if a storm is brewing within its depths.
In the depths of the mirror, a figure begins to materialize, a figure twisted and contorted, a macabre visage that defies comprehension. It is Bloody Mary, her presence seeping into the room like a miasma of despair. Her hair hangs in disarray, drenched in the blood of her tormented past. Her eyes, hollow and sunken, burn with a malevolence that pierces your very soul. Its appearance evoking a visceral sense of horror. The disheveled nature of Bloody Mary's form is deeply unsettling. Witnesses recount the sight of tangled, matted hair hanging in clumps around her face, as if she has emerged from a long period of suffering and torment. Her bloodied visage adds to the macabre aura, suggesting a violent end or a deep-seated rage that consumes her spirit. The eyes of Bloody Mary hold a particular terror. Witnesses speak of hollow, soulless orbs that seem to pierce through their very being. These eyes are said to exude an intense malevolence, an intelligence beyond mortal comprehension. It is as if they hold a depth of darkness, drawing the onlooker into an abyss of fear and despair. But beware, for summoning Bloody Mary comes with a price. She is a vengeful spirit, a harbinger of doom, who seeks to inflict her wrath upon those who dare to call upon her. Physical harm may befall you, scratches appearing on your flesh, as if invisible claws rake across your skin, leaving behind trails of crimson. The torment may extend beyond the physical, infiltrating your psyche, plaguing your dreams with nightmares that blur the boundaries of reality. As the summoned spirit materializes, supernatural phenomena intensify. Witnesses often describe a thick, oppressive atmosphere that permeates the room, making it difficult to breathe. Some report strange odors wafting through the air, an unsettling mix of decay, sulfur, and an indescribable otherworldly stench that lingers long after the encounter has ended. Physical contact with the vengeful spirit is not uncommon. Witnesses claim to feel an invisible presence brushing against their skin, leaving behind a trail of goosebumps and an indescribable sense of unease. Others report sensations of being touched, gripped, or even violently pushed by unseen forces, as if Bloody Mary's wrath extends beyond the confines of the mirror and into the physical realm. The aftermath of summoning Bloody Mary is a descent into a nightmare realm, where terror reigns supreme and sanity hangs by a fragile thread. The vengeful spirit's wrath knows no bounds, and those foolish enough to call upon her become ensnared in a web of darkness from which escape seems impossible. As the ritual concludes and the echoes of Bloody Mary's name fade into the ether, a palpable shift in the atmosphere grips the surroundings. The air turns suffocatingly cold, chilling bones and causing breath to crystallize in fearful gasps. Shadows twist and writhe, coiling like serpents hungry for souls, while whispers, barely audible, echo through the ether, carrying warnings of impending doom. Dreams take a sinister turn, morphing into ghastly visions that defy reason. Sleep becomes a battleground, as the summoner is plagued by nightmarish apparitions. They find themselves trapped in a desolate, labyrinthine maze, pursued relentlessly by Bloody Mary herself, a specter of decayed flesh, her hollow eyes gleaming with insatiable hunger. Desperate screams go unanswered, drowned by the malevolent laughter that echoes through the corridors of the summoner's mind. But it is not only in the realm of dreams that the vengeful spirit exacts her torment. The summoner's waking life becomes a living nightmare, a theater of horrors where reality blends with the supernatural. Inexplicable phenomena unfold, a flickering of lights, objects moving of their own accord, a mirror that reflects distorted images of the summoner's darkest fears. Dread permeates every moment, as if an unseen force hovers just beyond the veil of perception, ready to strike with unfathomable wrath. Physical manifestations of the encounter become increasingly grotesque and harrowing. Deep gashes etch themselves upon the summoner's flesh, oozing with dark, coagulated blood that refuses to clot. Blackened bruises materialize in patterns that mirror the twisted symbols of arcane rituals. Sleep deprivation becomes a torture, as exhaustion gnaws at their sanity, blurring the line between hallucination and reality. The once secure bonds of friendship and love unravel in the face of Bloody Mary's malevolence. Those close to the summoner become unwitting targets of her wrath. Whispers of betrayal infect their minds, turning them into unwitting pawns in the vengeful spirit's game. Friends and family, once trusted confidants, now wear masks of suspicion and fear, for the influence of Bloody Mary spreads like a poison, tainting relationships irreparably. Skeptics may dismiss these accounts as mere figments of the imagination or the power of suggestion. Yet, those who have experienced the chilling presence of Bloody Mary firsthand vehemently attest to the vivid reality of their encounters. The collective testimonies of physical harm, psychological torment, and the enduring aura of malevolence surrounding this vengeful spirit continue to resonate, serving as a cautionary tale to those tempted to delve into the supernatural realm. In the end, whether a product of psychological manipulation, a manifestation of collective fears, or an actual connection to the spirit world, the encounters with Bloody Mary persist as a harrowing reminder of humanity's fascination with the unknown and the inherent risks of summoning forces beyond our understanding. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear more scary myths and legends, don't forget to like and subscribe to see more. I'll see you on our next spooky adventure.